Okay. Very good evening to Miss Shakira. My name is Muhamad Izudin. This is Akmal, this is Syed, Syakirin, and Lukman.
Yes.
Today we are going to present or discuss about the major causes of financial problems among students, especially in university. So we're going to start with Akmal. So what is your opinion, Akmal?
So, in my point of view, basically financial problems came from poor background of the student itself, which means that you might have some problems regarding their families. I mean, like poor families, they came from poor families. Sorry, my mistake. So the families, I mean, their parents cannot afford their educations for their children's educations, and by that the student itself start to making debt, and the student also they don't have enough money to buy their stuff, and also they cannot plan well and have a proper budget for their daily routines, and this kind of thing, yeah, it contributes to financial problem. What do you think?
Yes, I do agree with you. Besides, I also think that peer pressure also is one of the main cause that will contribute to the financial problem among the student. This is because we as students actually we easily distract and influenced by our friend, especially when it comes to your close friend. I give an example, which you could see that actually you tend to spend more money if you are with your friend. Which I mean that, yes, is it right?
Yes, it happened to us yesterday.
Yes. Because we could see that if your friend asking you to go out or maybe hang out at somewhere or anywhere, then you will tend to not think too much, or too further you will just, okay, I'm in. Is it right?
Yes. No, actually, ons.
Yes. Okay. Then I think that peer pressure is the thing that especially contribute to the financial problem among the students. How about you, guys?
Yeah. On top of that, I think one of the major causes is that the attitude of the students itself, because some students they have I kind of say that they have low self-esteem. So when these people have low self-esteem, they tend to use materials to make them feel better. So when this happens, they will buy expensive things, not just to brag, but to make them feel they are better than everybody. So this spending of luxury goods lead to financial financial problems among the students. I think it may also because of peer pressure also, isn't it?
Yes.
I think so. So from what I think, okay, one of the reasons why the student confront to the financial problem because of the usage of credit cards. Because of the student tend to live in luxury things. They want to have a luxury thing, so they use credit card as an easy way to buy them. So when they have the credit card, so they accidentally excessive usage of credit card. So it causes stress for the student, and so we show that the student can fail to manage their money well.
Yeah, but don't you think that when parents give credit cards to these students, is it one of the way to prevent from having financial problems?
Yes. If the parent give the credit card, it's not the problem, because the parents pay the debt for the credit card, so there's no problem to the student. So the student can use anytime, anywhere. So what I say, the student use the credit card by their own. They pay by themselves.
Oh, I see. So thank you, Lukman. So for my point of view, so one of the factors that cause financial problem and crisis among students is that students don't save their money, don't do any savings, because what I've searched on the internet, that most of the students think that they does not have any responsibilities about their money. They think that to save their money is not their job, it's not their responsibility, because they think that they have their parents. So they tend to spend their money on unnecessary things, on luxury things like just now. So basically, students and graduates should save their money from now for their future. Furthermore, parents also influence their children, because some of parents does not teach their children to save their money. Okay, some are just like, okay, my child is still young and they can afford to take care of their children. But actually, it's not good, because students should know their ability and should know their limit on spending their monies. So this is one of the problems that causes financial crisis among the students. So Akmal, do you have any more ideas?
Oh yeah, when I take a look back on the crisis for the financials, let's take our class for example. So take a look on our book. How much is price? Perhaps hundreds. Each book.
200 at least.
200.
Thousands of ringgit.
As a medical student, you're gonna have a bunch of books, up to 10, up to 20s of them, and each of them spends around hundreds. And this kind of things, it doesn't make sense for the students, because for us, we don't have time to, go to work. And then, the price of the book also is kind of pain in the back. It's back, not down here.
That's good.
Yes, to add on, I also think that students nowadays love to follow the trend. It's like if there are any new brand of phone or laptop, then they tend to, okay, let's buy that brand. Then we give the phone to our siblings or anyone. Yes, because you see that, like the iPhone itself, the other version is the X. Is the X.
Yes.
Then nowadays SR. Then student like, okay, let's go and spend our money to the phone.
Yeah, but the contents are the same, right?
I think so.
Unnecessary. Cheaper phones are available. I think students also they kind of attracted to all this online advertisement. All this social media advertisement has influenced students to spend more. Example, if you scroll the Instagram, you can find a lot of brands being advertised, and this with one touch you can just pay with your online credit or debit card, and the money goes like that. So they do not invest this money, they do not save this money, and this leads to a lot of problems.
And also another one is regarding their environments, where their universities located at. For example, like we, college 17s, we live in a kind of like expensive zone, hot zone, surround us, really expensive. If we try to compare with other universities, the students might have lower cost of their time, their monthly might be a little bit cheap than us. So what do you think?
So I think basically food, fast foods, I believe most of the fast foods is not cheap, it's expensive. So the students should know when and where to eat expensive foods. Not every time we need to eat fast foods that is expensive, but we need to know when and where we could eat those expensive foods. Okay? So I think we've reached the end of our discussion. So
what I can say, I want to conclude that the factors that contribute to the financial problem within the student is come from the student itself, and also the environment, also maybe the cost, what they take. So these are a lot of factors that contribute to the financial problem. So maybe the student have to gain the knowledge about the management on their money. So that's all from our group.
So
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you.
Okay, thank
Terima
you.
kasih.
Bye.
Okay, bye soon.
Mwah.